I'm making an apple cranberry spice pound cake. This is the first time I have made this recipe, but it is turned out delicious. Tender, moist, just wonderful. So I'm going to start with blending the butter and sugar. Now, ideally you would do this for 3 to 4 minutes, but since I was in a hurry to get back to writing on this windy Saturday afternoon, I went closer to about 2 minutes, but that's okay. It still turned out amazing. But you're gonna mix it pretty thoroughly. Make sure it's kind of fluffy and everything's blended really well together. So we're going to get this really nice and creamed together. And this step is really important to help give the pound cake that nice soft texture. All right, now we're going to add the eggs one at a time. And you're going to mix well each addition, or after you add each egg, you're going to mix it together nicely before adding the next. And you can do all this in a stand mixer. I didn't use my KitchenAid because for pound cakes I usually don't. The hand mixer works great. Alright, so after mixing that really well for a minute, we're going to add the vanilla. I'm using vanilla paste, but vanilla extract works just the same. And all the measurements are in the recipe. So we're going to mix that in really well. Then we're going to add in the sour cream. You can also use yogurt. I like the slight tang of the sour cream, but using the combination of butter and sour cream gives it both the richness of traditional pound cake and the extra moistness and that little slight tangy undertone that really helps bring out the flavors, I think. So we're going to beat that in really well. Okay, so we've got a nice smooth batter. Now we're going to add the dry ingredients in 2 additions. Now ideally, again, you would have made this ahead of time. I didn't. This is the first time I was making this recipe, and sometimes when I do a new recipe, I'm kind of a spaz, truth be told, in the kitchen. So we have the flour, the baking powder, baking soda, and then I've already pre-mixed that in with the salt, and I've also pre-mixed the spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and I also added a touch of cloves to give it that extra little something. So I'm going to whisk that together. And then this is going to be added in 2 additions. So it looks like I'm really going at it, but I don't have a whole lot of muscle behind each of those. You want to do more folds than stirring. And so I'm doing this as gently as possible, and the thicker it gets, the gentler I'm trying to stir, but you do want to make sure that all the flour is incorporated. It's coming together in a really nice soft dough, and you can't tell from the video, but it smells so good. Okay, so now I'm going to add the apples, the finely chopped apples. I used Gala, but Honeycrisp or really any apple you like will work. Then I added fresh cranberries. Add a tablespoon of flour. Just kind of coat the fruit. We're going to add this in 2 batches as well. You can add it all at once, but I added it in 2 to help incorporate it a little easier. I promise it tastes so good when it's done. I'm going to pour it. It's kind of a heavy bowl that I'm working with right there, but we're going to pour it and smooth it, because it is a thick batter, into the prepared loaf pan. Okay, this is now going to go into the oven for about 55 to 65 minutes. You want to check it after 55 minutes just to test the center, but I ended up going for about a full 65 minutes in my oven. And there we have the finished pound cake. It smells amazing. We're gonna let it cool here for about 10-15 minutes. I let mine go just about 10, and then I let it cool on the rack the rest of the way before I made the glazes for the top. I hope you give this a try. I had a lot of fun making it, and it was delicious. Hope you enjoy it.